She couldn't see it. The depth of your love, the loyalty you gave, the effort you poured in, none of it mattered. She walked away, as if you were disposable, leaving you with a heart shattered into 1,000 pieces, questioning everything you believed. But here's the truth. That's her loss, not yours. And now, it's time to flip the script. It's time to stop chasing someone who couldn't see your worth and start chasing your own greatness. You're not here to beg for attention anymore. You're here to show the world, and most importantly, yourself, that you were always enough. Welcome to Unlock Desire, the channel where we transform the pain of heartbreak into the power to rise stronger and the lessons of adversity into wisdom. If you're ready to step into your true potential and turn your struggles into your greatest strength, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Share it with anyone who needs this message, and let's build a community of warriors who rise together. This is your moment to rebuild, not for revenge, not for her, but for you. Now, let's start this journey. Number 1, the pain of betrayal. She left you, didn't she? Took your heart, your trust, and crushed it as if it was just another disposable thing in her life. She turned away, closing the chapter without a second glance. And now you're left, haunted by every word, every fight, every moment you shared, wondering where it all went wrong. But let me tell you something important. This pain, this gut-wrenching heartbreak, is not here to destroy you. It's here to transform you into someone stronger than you ever imagined. I know it hurts. I know it feels like your world is crumbling, like there's a weight on your chest that never lets up. You wake up and the first thought on your mind is her. You fall asleep and she's still there, lurking in your dreams, in your thoughts. It feels suffocating, doesn't it? But trust me, this ache is not here to break you. It's here to forge you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That heartache you're feeling, it's not a barrier. It's the very thing that's pushing you forward. Think about this. The most powerful swords are forged in fire. The toughest steel is shaped through intense heat, pressure, and hammering. Pain is the fire that shapes you, the pressure that strengthens your resolve. But many men don't survive this fire. They crumble. They chase after her, begging for closure, for answers, for validation. They let the pain consume them until they're nothing but shadows of the men they used to be. You're not one of those men. You're here because you know something deeper. You feel the fire, and instead of running from it, you're choosing to stand in it. Let it burn away the parts of you that sought her approval, her presence, her love. And when the fire subsides, what's left? A man who has been sharpened by pain, who is stronger, more focused, and ready to conquer anything that comes his way. Let the pain in. Feel it. Let it tear you apart if it must, but don't let it break you. This is your time to rise, not for her, not to prove her wrong, but to prove to yourself that you were always enough. Comment below, "I rise stronger through the fire." Let the world know you're not defeated, you're just getting started. And if you haven't already, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This is just the beginning of your transformation, and you need to see it through. Number 2, emotional detachment. Right now, your emotions are all over the place. Anger, sadness, regret, confusion. You feel like you're losing control one moment, you want to scream. The next, you're on the verge of breaking down. But here's the hard truth. A man ruled by his emotions is a man who has handed over control of his life. And you're done being controlled. Epictetus, One of the greatest Stoics said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You can't control what she did, but you can control how you respond. The first step in regaining control of your life is mastering emotional detachment. When you let your emotions dictate your actions, you become predictable, weak. You might find yourself texting her late at night, pouring out your heart, hoping she'll reply, or obsessively scrolling through her social media, trying to piece together what she's doing. But here's the painful truth. All of that only makes you appear weak in her eyes. You're handing her the keys to your mind, saying, "Here, control me." Stop, step back, reclaim your power. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop reacting. Think of your emotions as a wild, uncontrollable river. Most men get swept away by it, drowning in the current. But the Stoic man? He stands on the shore. He watches the river, acknowledges its power, but refuses to be dragged under. This takes practice, but every time you feel that urge to contact her, to check on her, to relive the pain, remind yourself, you are above that. You are no longer her puppet. And the beauty of this detachment, it confuses her. She expects you to crumble, to chase after her, to beg. But when you don't, that's when you take back control and flip the entire dynamic. Now is your moment. Let the world see you not as someone broken, but as a man who stands tall, unshaken by the chaos around him. Don't let her or anyone define your worth. This journey isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming your life and becoming the strongest, most powerful version of yourself. Keep pushing forward, because this story is just beginning, and it's only going to get better. You've become the enigma, the one thing she never expected. A man who walks away without a second glance, without regret. And now, as those emotions rise, you might feel the urge to fight them. But here's the thing, don't. Accept them. Let them flow through you like clouds drifting across the sky. You don't need to act on them. That's your true power. That's your control. In that space, you reclaim your sense of self. You redefine who you are. And the moment you realize this, you will feel the shift. Comment below. I am the master of my emotions. Let the world know you're no longer a victim of chaos, but the calm in the storm. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every step you take on this journey is a step closer to becoming untouchable. Number 3. The power of perspective. What if I told you that this breakup, this heart-wrenching chapter, wasn't the end of your story, but the beginning of something far more powerful? Right now, you're trapped in the emotional quicksand, replaying the memories, questioning every moment, wondering why she didn't choose you. But here's a question for you. What if her rejection wasn't about losing something, but about gaining something far more valuable? What if this isn't a loss at all, but a chance for you to rewrite your story? A chance to become someone you never thought possible. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about that. The pain you're feeling right now isn't just about her leaving. It's about the story you've been telling yourself. You've convinced yourself that she was everything, that without her, you're nothing. But let's take a closer look at that narrative. It's just that, a narrative, a lie, created in the aftermath of heartbreak and self-doubt. It's time to change that perspective. What if her leaving wasn't a rejection, but a release? A release from the person you thought you had to be for her. This is your moment to stop living for her validation, for her approval, and to start living for yourself. Breakups don't happen by chance. They happen as a signal, a call for you to shed your old self and evolve into something stronger. Every great transformation begins with adversity. The most powerful heroes aren't born from comfort. They're forged through trials. Right now, this heartbreak is your trial. This is your moment to rise from the ashes, not for revenge, not to make her regret her decision, but to become a version of yourself that you can respect. A version that no longer clings to the past, but instead embraces the future with open arms. Perspective is the most powerful weapon you have. While most men drown in their heartbreak, you have the power to reframe it. The Stoic man doesn't sit around asking, "Why did this happen to me?" He asks, "How can I use this? That pain she left behind, use it to fuel your growth. That void she created, fill it with purpose, discipline, and an unshakable sense of direction." The best form of revenge? It's not anger or bitterness. It's indifference. Indifference born from self-improvement. Here's the secret. Once you shift your perspective, you change the game entirely. You're no longer the man she thought she could leave behind without consequence. You become the man who rises so powerfully that the loss becomes hers, not yours. And when you rise with purpose and strength, she will see the man she underestimated. But by then, it won't matter. Your perspective will have moved beyond her. Comment below, "I see my pain as my power." Let the world know that your struggles are no longer your burden. They are your strength. And if you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. With each shift in perspective, you are one step closer to becoming unstoppable. Number 4. Silence is strength. After the breakup, she was expecting something from you. She expected emotional texts, long-winded explanations, desperate calls to win her back. But here's the truth she doesn't realize. Your silence is your loudest response. The less you say, the more powerful you become. And that silence, it's not just for her, it's for you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Your silence isn't just a lack of words. It's an act of discipline, a refusal to let someone else dictate your emotions, your energy, and your focus. By choosing silence, you send a message that is impossible to ignore. I am in control now. When you choose silence, you reclaim your power. You stop giving her control over your emotions through desperate attempts to explain yourself or win her approval. Your silence creates space for healing, growth, and the laser focus necessary to transform yourself into the person you're meant to be. But here's the twist. Your silence also creates an air of mystery. People are naturally drawn to what they can't figure out. She was expecting you to crumble, to chase, to beg for answers. When you don't, it forces her to confront an unexpected truth. Fate, a man who is no longer at her mercy. Your silence makes her wonder, why isn't he reacting? What is he thinking? And that shift, it changes the entire balance of power. Silence isn't passive, it's the ultimate strength. While others waste their energy chasing validation or closure, you conserve yours and channel it into actions that propel you forward. You rise quietly, without fanfare, without seeking applause, and when the world finally sees your transformation, it will speak louder than any words could ever do. But let's be clear about one thing. This isn't about playing games or seeking revenge. Silence isn't about manipulating her. It's about self-respect. It's about saying, I am worth more than explanations, than arguments. My energy is too valuable to waste on things I cannot control. So the next time you feel the urge to reach out, stop. Instead, sit with that silence. Let it ground you. Let it remind you that your worth doesn't depend on her response or acknowledgement. Your silence is not an absence of action. It's a declaration of strength, resilience, and unwavering self-discipline. Comment below. My silence speaks louder than words. Let everyone know that you've unlocked the power of restraint and mastery over yourself. This isn't just about silence. It's about taking control of your life and letting your actions, not your words, do the talking. If this resonates with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every moment of silence is a step closer to your transformation, one that will make you unshakable, no matter the challenges you face. Number 5, building an unshakable routine. After heartbreak, it's so easy to get lost in the chaos of your emotions, your thoughts scattered, your energy drained, your days turning into a blur. But here's the hard truth. Routine is the key to reclaiming control. When the world feels out of control, discipline creates order, and the man who masters his routine ultimately masters his life. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." What does this mean for you? It means that the way out of your pain, regret, and confusion lies in your ability to control the one thing you can, your daily actions. A solid routine becomes your fortress. It shields you from distractions, grounds you in purpose, and guarantees that every single step you take is a step toward progress, not back. Now, here's where most men fail. After a breakup, they let their emotions drive them into destructive patterns, wallowing, wasting time, spiraling into unhealthy habits. But you're not here to fall apart. You're here to rise stronger than ever. And the foundation of that rise is structure. Start with something simple. Wake up at the same time every day. Begin with small wins. Make your bed, hit the gym, or journal your thoughts. These seemingly insignificant actions are your foundation. They create momentum. That momentum leads to consistency, and consistency builds your strength. Channel that energy into becoming the best version of yourself. Don't just go to the gym to transform your body. Use it as a way to release frustration, to burn off that pain in a constructive way. Read books that sharpen your mind, that open new doors of perspective. Master a new skill. Immerse yourself deeper in your craft. Every moment you invest in yourself becomes a moment she'll never forget. Not because you're doing this for her, but because you're doing it for you. Routine also closes the door on idle time, the time when negative thoughts start to creep in. When your days are filled with purpose, there's no room for regret, self-doubt, or overthinking. You become laser-focused on what truly matters, your growth, your goals, and your future. This isn't just about surviving the breakup. It's about thriving in a way that few men ever experience. A disciplined man is an unstoppable man. And when she eventually sees the man you've become, it won't be because you told her it will be, because your transformation is undeniable. Comment below. I build strength through discipline. Let the world know that you're crafting a life so solid, so unstoppable, that no one can shake it. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your unshakable routine starts right now. Number 6, leveling up physically and mentally. Let's be crystal clear. The man you were during the relationship is not the man you're meant to be now. This is your opportunity to evolve, to level up both physically and mentally, and create a version of yourself that's so formidable that even you won't recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Your story is in your hands. The next chapter begins now through action, determination, and transformation. Start with your body. Physical improvement isn't just about looking good, it's about cultivating discipline, building confidence, and unlocking the power within you. Hit the gym not as an escape, but as a statement. Every rep, every run, every drop of sweat is a message to yourself. I am stronger than my pain. Transform your body into a fortress, not to impress her, but to prove to yourself that you are capable of enduring, growing, and conquering. But remember, physical strength is only half the battle. Mental strength is your true weapon. Your mind shapes your reality. Feed it with knowledge, challenge it with new skills, and sharpen it with wisdom. Surround yourself with people who push you to grow, not those who are content with mediocrity. Each day, make small improvements. Each step makes you sharper, more focused, and more unstoppable. Here's the truth. Leveling up isn't about revenge or about trying to make her regret her decision. It's about creating a version of yourself so complete, so fulfilled, that the very thought of chasing someone who left you becomes laughable. You're not doing this for her or to prove her wrong. You're doing it for you, to prove to yourself what you're truly capable of. By leveling up both physically and mentally, you're not just surviving heartbreak, you're thriving beyond it. And that man? He's someone no one will ever think of walking away from again. But here's the kicker. By the time you've evolved into this new version of yourself, you won't even care if they do. Comment below. I rise stronger in mind and body. Let the world know that you're leveling up unstoppable and unbreakable. If you're finding value in this journey, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Every step you take forward is one step closer to the greatness that's waiting for you. Number 7. Mastering the power of mystery. Have you ever noticed how people are drawn to what they can't figure out? The more someone knows about you, the less intrigued they become. But when you step into the realm of mystery, when your life becomes a puzzle, you become unforgettable. This is your chance to shift the narrative. No longer will you be the one chasing her. Now, you make her wonder about you. This is the true power of mystery. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have." The same principle applies to how others perceive you. When you reveal every detail, your thoughts, your plans, your feelings, you give up control. But when you choose restraint, when your actions speak louder than your words, you take back all the power. Mystery begins with one simple act: restraint. Stop putting every single detail of your life out there for everyone to see. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't deserve an explanation. Your life should be like a beautiful, mysterious gift. Only those who earn your trust should get to see what's inside. Let her wonder why you're so calm, why you've gone silent, and why you seem so focused. Show glimpses of your growth, but never the full picture. The less she knows, the more she'll think about you, and the more she'll want to figure you out. But remember, mystery isn't just about withholding. It's about creating intrigue through your actions. When you're fully focused on leveling up, on building a life that speaks for itself, you naturally become more captivating. You're no longer predictable, no longer easy to read. You've stopped reacting, stopped chasing, stopped explaining yourself. Instead, you're too busy achieving, improving, and evolving into something she never expected. The beauty of mystery lies in how it shifts the power dynamic. As you grow in silence, she begins to feel the absence of the man she thought she left behind. But here's the best part. You're not doing this to win her back. By the time she notices your transformation, you'll already be so far ahead that her opinions won't even matter anymore. That's the ultimate power. Become a man of action, not words. Be deliberate in what you share and confident in what you choose to keep to yourself. The less people know about you, the more they'll be drawn to you. And the more mysterious you are, the harder it becomes for anyone, including her, to forget you. Comment below. I thrive in silence and mystery. Let the world know you've mastered the art of becoming unforgettable. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every moment you embrace mystery brings you closer to your strength. Number 8. The dark psychology of regret. What if I told you that the most powerful way to make someone regret losing you isn't to make them feel bad? It's to focus on yourself so intensely that their absence fades into irrelevance. Regret isn't something you can force. It's something you inspire through your growth and evolution. And the key to making her question everything? It's not about revenge or proving anything. It's about thriving. Here's the truth. People only regret losing something when they recognize the value of what they've lost. The man you were during the relationship may have been valuable to her, but the man you're becoming now, that version of you, she won't forget him. Regret isn't triggered by words or explanations. It's triggered by transformation. The dark psychology of regret lies in contrast. If you remain the same, you validate her decision to walk away. But when you evolve physically, mentally, emotionally, you create an undeniable contrast between the man she left behind and the man you've become. That contrast forces her to reflect on her choice. She begins to ask herself, did I make a mistake? But here's the twist. By the time she realizes the shift, you'll already be so far ahead that her regret doesn't even matter. Regret also thrives on curiosity. Silence, as we discussed earlier, plays a crucial role here. When you stop chasing, stop explaining, and stop reaching out, she begins to wonder, what's he up to? Why isn't he contacting me? That silence, combined with your visible growth, creates a psychological loop in her mind. She'll start to imagine what you're doing, who you're with, and why you're thriving without her. But let's be clear, this isn't about manipulation. This isn't about playing games or trying to hurt her. It's about directing your energy where it belongs on yourself. You're not living for her validation, nor are you chasing her regret. You're living for your own greatness. And when she sees what you've become, it won't be because you wanted her to. It'll be because your transformation speaks for itself. The most powerful thing you can do is focus on your own life with such intensity that regret becomes inevitable. You don't need to wish for it or try to make it happen. Regret will find her when she realizes that the man she walked away from is the man she'll never have again. Comment below. I rise and regret follows. Let the world know you're too focused on your own growth to worry about the past. And if you're resonating with this message, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your transformation is the only answer you'll ever need. Number 9. Embracing true Stoicism. You've already heard about silence, discipline, emotional control, and self-improvement. But at the heart of it all lies one essential truth. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life. To truly rise above the pain, the heartbreak, and even your own emotions, you must fully embrace true Stoicism. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can absolutely control how we respond. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is where your true power begins. Your breakup, her actions, the pain she caused it all feels overwhelming, like the weight of the world pressing down on you. But here's the truth. None of that is within your control. What she did, how she hurt you, that's all in the past. The one thing you always have control over is how you react. That's your power, and it's up to you to claim it. True Stoicism isn't about burying your emotions or pretending the pain doesn't exist. It's about accepting those emotions, understanding them, and choosing not to let them control your life. When you master this, you become unshakable. No longer do you need her validation, closure, or explanations. You become your own source of strength. Indifference, one of the most misunderstood virtues of Stoicism, isn't about being cold-hearted or bitter. It's about realizing that external events like a breakup don't define your worth. Whether she regrets leaving or not, whether she notices your growth or not, it doesn't matter. You are no longer living for her approval or anyone else's. You're living for yourself. This shift in perspective isn't just freeing, it elevates you. It allows you to focus completely on your own journey, shedding the burden of external validation. You're no longer chasing after love, approval, or even revenge. You're building something far greater, inner peace. When you embrace true Stoicism, you reach a realization that nothing and no one can break you, not because you're invincible, but because you've taken back the power. You've stopped handing it over to others. You've become the master of your thoughts, your actions, and your life. That's a level of strength that most people will never experience, and it's why the world will start noticing the change in you. They'll sense the power, the calm, and the unshakable presence you've cultivated. Comment below. I am unshakable. Let the world know you've embraced a mindset that can't be broken, no matter what comes your way. And if this message speaks to you, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your Stoic transformation is your ultimate power, and it's just getting started. Number 10. Victory through inner peace. After the pain, the discipline, and the endless journey of growth, there's one final truth you need to grasp. The ultimate victory isn't about proving her wrong. It's not about making her regret leaving you. The true victory is in achieving inner peace. The moment you stop needing to win is the moment you've already won. True Stoicism isn't about domination, control, or revenge. It's about freedom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this, you have the power to revoke at any moment." Think about that for a second. The pain you've been carrying wasn't caused by her actions. It was caused by how you chose to interpret those actions. And now, you're letting that pain go. It no longer has control over you. Inner peace doesn't come from ignoring your emotions or suppressing your pain. It comes from mastering those emotions. It comes from reaching a place where your happiness, your worth, and your sense of self are no longer tethered to anyone or anything outside of you. You realize you are complete, whole, and strong as you are. Whether she stays or leaves, your peace remains untouched. And here's where it gets powerful. The world will notice your transformation. People, including her, will wonder how you managed to rise so effortlessly. But by then, you won't care. You won't need their acknowledgement or their validation. Your peace will be your power. That's a strength that can never be taken from you. When you reach this level of inner peace, you stop being a slave to your circumstances. You stop reacting, chasing, or justifying. You simply are calm, grounded, and focused. This isn't just victory over heartbreak. It's victory over your own self-doubt, your pain, and the past. It's freedom that most people will never achieve. So take a moment to reflect on your journey. Think about how far you've come, the strength you've built, and the person you've become. The pain that once felt unbearable, it's now your greatest teacher. The love you thought you lost, it's been replaced with a deeper, unshakable love for yourself. And that, my friend, is the ultimate triumph. Comment below, I am at peace with my power. Let the world know you've claimed the ultimate victory, freedom from the past, from pain, and from anything that once held you back. And if this journey has touched you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Share this with anyone who needs to hear it, and let's build an army of Stoic warriors. Your transformation is living proof that peace and power aren't opposites, they're two sides of the same coin. Thank you for walking this path with me. Remember, your strength doesn't lie in what you've lost, but in everything you've gained. Until next time, stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep embracing your Stoic blessing.